Right, very good. Welcome everyone to Lower Body Strengthening and Balance. This is our first class of the week. So a lot of the movements that we'll do will be a little bit slower compared to what we'll do later on in the class. But again, expect to get a little bit of a workout on the lower body, and we will be working on balance work. If you guys have any, just want to focus on warming up a little bit longer or cooling down, just to make sure communicate that. But other than that, we'll get started. So, all right, let's start. Let's go ahead. So let's start by looking left to right. Again, there is a poll. So if you guys could participate on that, just so I get some feedback on your feeling today. Up and down. All right, so neck circles. So we're going to do that. That's the directions. Excuse me, I'm yawning right now. All right, let's go ahead. Grab that left ear with our right hand and allow that to stretch. Feel that stretch on that left side. So yeah, welcome Joseph, Sharice, Alexis, McSwain, Avery, Jennifer, Lisa, Scotto, Melena, and welcome everyone. Switch. Hey, Debbie, Debbie's here. Right, very good. Okay, let's reach up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch. Pretty much from your waist all the way to about your elbows, your underarms. Let's knee right. Feel that stretch on your left side, left ribs. Switch, left side. We just had so many babies are being born. My cousin just had his newborn 3 days ago. And then Julie emailed me. You guys remember Julie from last term? She was mentioning her son and his wife were expecting, and I think they had their baby last week. So yeah, there's so many just coming around. All right, let's go at trunk rotations. So 3 of my cousins in the last 5 months had baby girls. So there's 3 baby girls, and then I got the only boy. So see how that goes. But 2 of them are in Texas. One of them down the street from me. And yeah, then Julian's here. He actually let me sleep all night last night. Yeah, so that was a personal best for him. He slept from about 10 p.m. to about 5:30. All right, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and do some ab circles. So white stance, come across, and then just pop back. All right. And just keep that back straight, pushing at the hips. Do this in the lower back. Again, if you guys can't hang out the whole class and want the recording for a different time, go ahead and leave your email address in the chat. I'll send you the video later. All right, hula hoops. So white stance. And again, big hip circles. You know, like part of me was happy that, you know, baby slept through most of the night, but then me worrying, checking still about every 30 minutes on him, seeing if the blanket's over his head or anything like that. So yeah, it wasn't great sleep, but yeah, it was better than usual. Right, switch. Rachel, got Rachel, Sarah, welcome. And we also have a class this evening. We have cardio and core at 5. So if you guys want to sweat a little bit, that's the class to be at. All right. So hip openers. So working on balance a little bit here. I'm gonna try to break it up the balance. So let's go up, one knee, and then out, down. So again, this is opening up our hip flexors, our groin area. If this side movement might be too much for you, then hold on to something and just try doing it in that manner. Drive that knee up and then out. Okay. So again, if your balance is a little bit better, then just go ahead and try to do this slower. The slower you do it, the longer you are on one foot. Just do 3 more on each side. Gotta mute this phone. Alrighty. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead, get on the counter. We're gonna use this by and just do leg swings. 15 swings on each leg. Just abducting and abducting. So when your leg comes towards the center of your body, we're abducting there. And as you're going away, we'll be abducting. Okay, switch. All right, now back and forth. That hamstring should be opening up a little bit with this one. Yeah, switch legs. All right. All right, we're going to continue to one of our balance exercises. Here, so this is one of the easier ones. So let me just lower this camera a little bit. And again, there is a poll. If you haven't participated, please do. So, yeah, so this one's the easy one. This is the prom bridge stance. So right here, feet are right next to each other. Okay, standing on both feet. Not much is going on. And so again, we just want to, point of this one's kind of recognizing, you know, your feet where they're gripping the ground a little bit more. Maybe you feel more pressure on your toes, maybe on your heel, on your arches. So just try to notice where you're laying a little bit more. Or if there's a little bit of pain somewhere, you know, maybe you're favoring one side of your body a little bit more than the other. When you do that, there's compensation going on, which means that sometimes when you apply more pressure on one side of your body than the other, that could influence a future injury. So just recognize that and try to correct that. All right, left to right. Usually when you twist an ankle and then you try not to step on that foot for, you know, a duration of time until the ankle feels better. You start putting more pressure on the other ankle. And then that other ankle could either become a little bit stronger or it could become injured or sore quicker because now you're applying more force to it. Up and down. Hey, Lisa, Karina, I was able to enroll you ladies. So you guys should be good to go. All right, good. Here, this next one, we're gonna close our eyes. Again, if you don't feel safe, not comfortable with it, I'm not gonna ask you to keep one eye closed and one open. That's not gonna do much for us. But if you feel like you're kind of falling or you're not feeling too great with balance, open your eyes, of course, and just spread your legs a little bit so you have a wider stance. So again, so we're here. Again, just close your eyes. And if you feel some swaying going on, don't worry, as long as you feel safe, that's normal. I feel that sway right now. Another 10 seconds. Let's open those, open the eyes. All right, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna elevate our right foot, okay? And you just wanna elevate that right foot about half an inch off the ground. I don't need your right foot up here, just right above the ground. You might even still feel the floor right, just right there. We just wanna put more of our weight on that left foot for now. We have great attendance right now. So I think, does it help when I email you guys like 2 hours before or with the Zoom link as a reminder?
Yes.
Okay. I know some of you guys, you know, I can always count on being here, but then I see some new faces or, you know, the switch. But yeah, I think a reminder always helps. I don't know how many department meetings I've had and they're scheduled. And 10 minutes before the meeting, it's like, hey, reminder, you have a meeting today. I'm like, oh, shoot, that's right. So, okay. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead. I'll check the chat in a little bit. We're going to continue with a little bit more balance and stretching. Quad stretch, right? Grab right above the ankle, pull back, hold on to something. Again, if your balance isn't completely there, we're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. gonna check the chat. All right, no worries. If you gotta leave early, you're not in trouble. I switch. Yeah, so recently I started uploading these videos to YouTube again. And you know, in the last 2 years, most of the videos have somewhere between 5 to 15 views. And that varies on, you know, the people that request videos and, you know, someone who might have missed class and wants to do the workout later. But the ones that I've been posting last week have been getting about 70 or 80 views. And I have no idea why. So I'm guessing we don't even have that many people enrolled. So I'm guessing it's other people on YouTube. So I was just thinking, I was like, maybe we could recruit some of these viewers to join us in class. Hopefully they're California residents. So that's the idea. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be awesome if you can, or like the videos. I don't know how the algorithms work, but let's go ahead and do the hamstring stretch. So slide bend at the knees. Bring your hands down your shins. But yeah, I think more people see these videos, maybe they get interested and want to join in the live classes.
You should put your link in the comments, the link to sign up for the class in the comments.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's right, Milena. Every week you make my life easier, like once a week.
Oh, thank you.
Bring those knees back.
Did I remember to send you that link to sign people up with the birth date?
Yes. So thanks so much. I was able to sign up about 6 people. So let's rise back up.
Cool.
Over the weekend, I enrolled 2 or 3 others. So I'm just hoping, let's do the deep squat stretch. So wide stance, drop down. Yeah, so I'm just hoping, I know when I try to fill out that form after 5 o'clock on a Friday, you know, of course, I think someone needs to like complete that registration on at Santa Ana. So I'm hoping, you know, as soon as they get to work on Monday, maybe they do that. But there's been times where, you know, I've done one of those registrations, and within minutes, that person's enrolled. But when I do it over the weekend, sometimes, you know, it might take a few days. Yeah, and this one, I've noticed that, you know, if you're getting your hips below your knees, you're pretty flexible on your groin area, your hip flexors. And most people actually could only go maybe this low here, okay? So if you're here, don't feel too bad. It's probably about the general population. Probably doing these stretches for the last few years have helped me and others in this class. So you'll get there, okay? Let's go ahead and just continue with the right foot in front of our left. I don't want to stack all the balanced ones back to back because it just feels like we're standing in place for about 20 or 30 minutes. So I like to separate them a little bit. All right, now we're gonna look left to right. So on Saturday, I was responsible for the baby for about 90% of the day. And oh man, for you guys that babysit your grandchildren or children of your own, I give you tons of kudos because, yeah, I think my wife was out running errands and up and down. And I was like, yeah, I'll take care of the baby. I'll do the dishes, you know, I'll make myself lunch, this and that. I'll do everything. And she came back about 4 hours later, and I was still with the baby on the couch. Nothing had happened. And I was like, she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, the baby, as soon as I stopped holding him or walked away, he started crying, and it was pretty entertaining. So yeah, I could see how being a stay-at-home mom too could be a full-time job for sure. All right, let's close our eyes. I'm super, super grateful that my mom is coming in 2 days. So she's gonna help us out so much. Again, if you feel like you're falling, open your eyes, separate your feet. Open your eyes. Okay. Now we're gonna elevate that back leg. So your left leg, you're gonna elevate. You're on that front leg, your right leg. And I don't know if anyone else is flat-footed like I am, but right now with the eyes closed, I felt a lot of pressure on that back foot. So I probably have to roll out a little bit. Very good. Okay, let's get a little water, a little quick break. Try to take a break about every 15 minutes or so. Okay, all right. We're gonna work on our calves a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do our toe walks. Just run our area. So again, let's just walk on our toes. Toes pointing straight. All right, toes in. Toes out. All right, heel walks. Walk on your heels. All right, very good. Sure. Just to get those lower legs going. All right, we're gonna go with the slow high knee march on this one. Okay, so slow high knee march, we're just gonna go up slowly for 4 seconds. We're gonna alternate. So again, we don't wanna do this. This becomes a cardio movement. So again, the slower we go, the longer we are on one foot. Very good. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do the standing Jane Fonda. Okay, so this is one of our strengthening movements. And okay, just checking the chat. You got it, Mariah. Standing Jane Fonda. We're here. We're doing some leg abductions pretty much. So Debbie's on it. Debbie did like 3 before I even started. So, okay. Debbie, I'm gonna put the spotlight on you so you can leave the class. I just drink some tea, live from the side. So again, you should feel that leg activating, but the leg that's just keeping you upright should also be working as well. About 3 more. We'll go ahead and switch. We're going to do anywhere between 10 and 12. Okay, awesome. All right, our next one will be alternating heels to toes. Okay, so this one, I just like doing this one on the yoga mat because I have cement floor and it's not the best feeling on my heels. So again, heels, toes, spending about a second, elevate it. I'm going to do about maybe a total of, I'd say 24. So heels would be 1, toes would be 2. Okay. All right, if you have some dumbbells or a heavy object, maybe a water gallon, a heavy book, a baby, go ahead and grab that. I have a medicine ball right here. It's about 15 pounds. We're gonna do sumo squats, okay? So sumo squats, wide stance, as wide as you can go without falling. We have our heavy object here. Squat down, and then up. All right, we're gonna do 12 of these. Stay on that low position for about a second before you come back up. And you're squatting down, you're not bending over. So from the side, you're here. You're not down here, okay? So. And up top, when you rise back up, you can squeeze your glutes a little bit. So we're activating those as well. Awesome. Okay. Okay. All right, next one is going to be moving balance exercise. We'll take this and then we'll do this one and then we'll take a little 2-minute break. So again, find probably the longest straightaway in your room, in your area. And we're just going to do walking the tightrope, okay? So walk the tightrope. Make sure your feet do not make contact with each other as you're walking. And we're gonna walk that line end to end, I guess 4 times. So 1 over, 1 back, over, back. And on that second side, if you wanna make it a little bit more challenging and just staying on your toes or on your forefoot, do that. Awesome, all right? Once you're done, just take about a 90-second, 2-minute break. Water break, bathroom break. We'll start shortly. Tightrope. Okay. So next we're gonna do our wall assisted single leg squat. Okay. So I don't have a wall here with me, but I'm gonna be using my bike. Okay, and this one's gonna work a little bit on balance. You know, put my right foot forward, left foot behind it. Okay, then I'm gonna remove that front foot, just have it elevated. And I'm only gonna use the wall or my object as a guide, only if I need to tap it, okay? But I'm gonna try to just come straight down without using it, and then back up. And 10 to 12 of these. If you have to use the wall, go ahead and just hold on to it, back. But our goal is to have our entire body weight on that one foot, okay? That's why our other foot is elevated. Again, give me 10 to 12 of these. Once you've done 12, just kind of walk away from the wall a little bit, walk it off a little bit so your feet get a little bit of blood flow. It's not aching as much. Now we're gonna go ahead and switch. So left foot forward, right foot back. Sorry for the background noise. Left leg is elevated, and again, 10 to 12. Again, shake that off. All right, let's go ahead and grab a chair. We're going to continue with some lower body work. Okay. Part of keeping our lower body strong is also maintaining good flexibility. So we'll take a little break from the squats, performance stretch. Okay, so just bring that right ankle on that left knee. Got a good group going right now. And then for you guys that are on the Friday class, we will be moving that Friday class to 9 a.m. So it'll be a little bit earlier on Friday. And I think it just kind of worked out for everyone's schedule that attended the last 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and push down on that knee. Let's bring that knee up. Has anyone updated their equipment at home in the last couple of weeks?
I got like some pulley things, like what you were showing.
Oh, the resistance bands?
So, resistance bands?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Switch. Yeah, my landlord, she found a collapsible stationary bike. You know, if like she said it was just in front of her neighbor's house, and I'm like, well, does it work? Does it function? It's like, yeah, it looks brand new, and then she just didn't know who to give it to, and she called me, and she's like, hey, if you want it, it's here. So I went and grabbed it, and yeah, it's something I could take to a client's house now. I can take a bike to them, so it's pretty awesome. Push that down. So I think that's my newest toy. I haven't really got anything else.
I saw very affordable dumbbells at TJ Maxx.
Ooh, there you go. If you guys need dumbbells, TJ Maxx. Now you'll find good equipment at the most random places. Ross, Marshalls, Home Goods sometimes. Let's bring that knee up. So just keep that knee up and check the chat. All right, thank you, Ella. Let's do our ABCs with our ankles. Yeah, I had a friend, he has his own business. If anyone ever needs help with shower doors, let me know. I have a connection, my buddy from high school. But anyways, he was doing, some work. And so, yeah, we're just doing our ABCs, so just the letter shapes of the alphabet. And he said that one of his clients had, instead of having, bricks lined up as like a planter box, I guess she had a bunch of 5-pound plates that were from an old gym. And she just had a bunch of he said he saw them and was like, those look familiar. They don't belong there. And I guess he asked what are those? He's like, this old gym closed down and they gave me all these weights. So, she just has a bunch of little half circles sticking out. And that was how she kept her plants from her grass. And he said, if you don't mind, I'll take them from you and I'll go get you some really nice ones from Home Depot. And I guess that's what he did. He got her some nice bricks. And yeah, she's like, yeah, just take them. They're just rusted up. So yeah, he got, I want to say maybe about 100 pounds worth of equipment. He probably would have spent about $150. And then he said he probably spent about $18 worth of bricks for her. So that was that's an awesome find. So you never know. Yeah, you might just find them at a random yard sale. You might find some equipment at estate sales. So it doesn't hurt.
Julio, make sure you email me his contact info.
Oh, okay, we'll do. Tell him you know me and he'll hook you up.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah. All right, okay, let's go heels up. Just do little leg pumps. Okay. Now, toe raises. Should feel your anterior tibialis here. So yeah, so he does shower doors, custom shower walls or glass walls. I think closet doors too. But, oh, and he also did we got a new table for our dining room. And my wife wanted that instead of just having the wood table and nothing on it, he got us the piece of glass that goes on top of it. So I didn't think it was necessary, but I guess she wanted glass on top of the table. I don't know. So yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and do our standing squats from the chair. So this is one of the main movements that we do in this class. And again, the goal is to manage to get up from a chair to a standing position without the assistance of your hands, okay? So first we're gonna do them on both legs, using both legs, and then we're gonna simulate if you have an injured leg on both sides, or one at a time, of course. We can't get up if both our legs are injured. But without the assistance of our hands and without rocking like this back and forth, we're just gonna go from this position, standing up, and then back down. Again, let's try to avoid using our hands. And this one's pretty, the more we do it, the easier it becomes. But again, this would be something good to just practice and be confident enough to know that you can do this in case you hurt your wrist, you break an arm, your shoulder's in pain, you're not able to use both your arms. At least you could manage to stand up. Okay, so we're gonna try something new. So from here, typically we have our knees right in front of our hips. So now we're gonna just practice going a little bit further out, okay? And then this is gonna activate our glutes a little bit more. So we're just gonna stand up. Okay. So just in like squats, if you're at the gym, if your base is a little bit wider, you're gonna work on your hamstrings and on your glutes. It's kind of like sumo squats that we just did earlier. And if your feet are closer together, you're gonna work on your quads, which is the front part of your thighs. I'm gonna do 2 more. Okay, awesome. All right. Next, we're gonna go ahead and work on the single leg, okay? So kind of pick what leg you're more confident with first. So sometimes you could be right leg dominant, but your left leg might be a little bit stronger to stand up. So I'm gonna go with that right leg first. Left leg is elevated, no hands. And again, stab your heel at the ground so you get a better traction. Then you're gonna get up. And it's a little bit more challenging, but now we're doing a single leg squat from this position. We're gonna go with 10 of these. 4, 5. Ooh, that one fell down pretty much. So again, control it on the way up, control it on the way down. Very good. We're gonna switch. When you're ready, we'll switch. Again, if I'm going too fast, then just finish your 10 on that first leg. When you're ready, just switch.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Who else?
Good. So again, that's one of those that, first time around could be a little bit challenging, or it could be super challenging, but we want to practice those. Eventually, they'll get a little bit easier as those muscles develop. So we just want to continue doing those. So let's go ahead. We could put that chair away or off to the side, actually. All right, so we did right leg in front of our left. Now we're gonna go left leg in front of our right. Heading out, Cherise. All right. Maybe.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. So again, just here, catching our breath. Right, left to right. On YouTube, on the statistics it gives you, sometimes it tells you, where your viewers are coming from, the age group, and all of that information up and down. And I think last time I checked, it said 8% of my viewers were from India. So maybe I might be famous out there in India. Who knows? It's up and down. All right, we're gonna close our eyes. So again, be careful. If you don't feel safe, just separate your legs, open up your stance. So close your eyes. Open them. Now we're going to elevate that back leg, that right leg elevated. We're going to be on that left foot. And I'm going to hold that for about 15 more seconds. Just checking the chat. Awesome. Okay, so the standing from the chair to that upright, that works on the quads mainly. So now we want to work on the hamstring. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is, again, grab that heavy item, a dumbbell. If the item gets too heavy and holding that item gets a little bit challenging, and this is your first time doing this one, then you might just want to just go ahead and do with your own body weight. So we're going to do single leg RDLs. So again, an RDL, so Romanian deadlift. And we usually do a similar movement. So when we do our hamstring stretch, slide that knees, we go down, and then the deadlift will be up. So let's do that one first. So let's do 10 of these, just so you get that motion. So you should feel that stretch, that activation on your hamstring. And you see as I'm going down, my hips and my glutes are going further back behind me. They're not going down towards the floor, they're just going back. Once you've done your 10, rest up. So probably the number one mistake I see when people do these is they start doing this here. Okay, that's more of a squat. So again, we're doing the deadlift here. So just keeping that hip hinge. So now we're gonna do a single leg. Okay, so same movement, but now we're on one leg. Okay, so again here, leg is elevated. And again, it's working on balance. And now you're applying all that force to one leg. Okay. And you might notice that it's a little bit slower because, again, you don't want to fall. You want to be in control. We're going to do 10 of these as well. To get tiring, right? Once you're ready, we're going to switch legs. So again, if that weight is too much, you can just do it with your own body weight. Just do the motion. All right, got some water. We're pretty much done with the hard part of the class. We will be doing some stuff on the floor right now. Okay, so just because stuff on the floor doesn't require so much our lungs activating as much as we're standing. So if you have your yoga mat, let's go ahead and set that up. All right, so our lower back is also part of our lower body. At least in this class it is. So we're gonna do Superman's, okay? So we're gonna be face down, belly down, chest up, legs up. And we're gonna hold for 30 to 40 seconds. I'll let you know. Get ready. Okay, up. 20 seconds in. Thirty seconds. Three, two, one, time. All right. Okay. I don't want to do all the hard ones today because I do want to leave a couple of challenging ones for tomorrow's class, which is strength and conditioning. So right now we're going to do clamshells. So from here, just tuck in your knees. Okay, so we're on our side. On my left side, left heel's on the ground, left knee's on the ground, left hip. And I just want to separate my knees as far as I can and then close them. And try to elevate that top knee and keep it on that highest position for about a second or two before you drop it back down. And I'm going to do about 12 of these. You're going to switch sides. 6 once you've done 10 or 12. You can keep that leg up. Okay. All right. We're just going to get on our back. We're going to do bridges. So bridges activates the hamstrings, the glutes. Okay, so here, bridges, almost like a sit-up. And instead, we're raising our hips up. So hips come up, off the ground, squeeze the glutes, and down. You're going to hold the hips up for about 2 to 3 seconds before you bring them back down. Let's do 10 to 12 of these. There you go. Very good. Awesome. Let's relax the legs a little bit. Grab your knee and bring it towards your chest. Stretch it a little bit. And switch. All right, back to that hip bridge position. So knees back up. And then this time we're gonna elevate one leg and we're gonna lift our hips just using one leg, okay? Be a little bit more challenging. Let's do 8 to 10 of these. There you go. We're gonna switch sides. Elevate that other leg. When you're ready, begin. Whew. All righty. Okay. We have our last one is just gonna be the quadruped balance position. So alternating arms and legs. So hands right below your shoulders, knees right below your knees, knees right below your hips. Right leg comes back, left arm goes up. And then we're alternating. So let's do 5 on each side. All right, once you've done that, I want to try something new with the same movement. Okay, so this time, I'm gonna keep my right hand down, left leg down. So my right leg is elevated, left arm is elevated, and I wanna bring my hand to my knee. So I'm gonna bring them and meet, and then just go back. Okay, so let's do 8 of these. You're just working on the same arm, same leg for 8 repetitions. Once you've done 8, we're gonna switch. All right. Awesome. Very good. We're able to do that. High fives all around. Okay, we're gonna do our little cool down. Good job. Go ahead and sit back. And you always want to cool down. Let's bring that left heel in, right leg back, and lean over that knee, that front knee. Switch legs. All right. Let's go ahead. Bring our left heel in, right leg out in front of us, and reach for your toes. Try to lean with your chest towards the leg. Switch. Rachel, Sarah, hopefully Joseph, hopefully you guys had a good class today. Let's bring both our heels in. It's your first time in this class, so welcome. Both heels come in, try to drop those knees off to the side. Remember today at 5, cardio and core. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, strength and conditioning. Let's cross those legs. Lean forward. Lean forward and reach. Okay. All right, last one. Left heel comes in, right leg goes back, and I want you to lean back, stretch out that quad. Switch. Alrighty. And I think we are good for today, or at least for this morning. So some of you guys might come back this evening. Thanks again. I'll stop the recording now, but any questions?